Hi, Nick Collier here, and this is my shop. Come join me. We'll have some fun. Okay, well, the next step in this whole mess is to take these, what I have to do, and I'm going to bring you in closer here. What I have to do is round off around the hole, and I'm going to leave, what, a couple hundred thousandths boss around that hole. So, and what I did with I did 5 of them for him before, and what I did is I just put a pin through. Now let me go get the pin. I just built a platform with a pin that'll fit the hole, and take it over on the grinder and clamp it to the grinder, and then just cut the radius on the grinder. Now, of course, cutting the radius on the grinder, this little triangle up here is going to be a real pain in the ass. So I know I'm taking an extra step, but I think it's going to be a good deal that I just take off that top corner there, that little triangle, and get it so that when I do that radius, I'm not sitting there grinding the way at it. So, you know, that's what we're going to do. And the way I approach this is I've got a 30-60 triangle. I set that up. I put my piece in. I set it up with the 30-60 triangle, tighten it, drop the triangle, and get rolling. Okay, so I built that platform I showed you earlier with the pin, and we bring it right up against the sanding head. And you know, I could have put this on the rotary table and rotary table that are round and all that stuff, but this guy was totally okay with it being sanded. And so, hey, let's go with the easy approach. All right, so let's turn it on, get rolling. So, pretty simple. I still got to knock off these rough edges, but other than that, I think we pretty much got it. Well, that was so easy. Let's do it again. All right, well, we've got the holes drilled, of course. We've got that radius done, but now they've got some ragged edges to deal with. And I'm just going to kind of go through and feel all of the edges. And like there's a sharp one right here. You know, just kind of catch everything that's a little bit sharp. Because this is going to get anodized. And once the anodize goes on, you can't fix anything. So we're going to just make it so it's nice and smooth. Plus the anodize, if it catches a corner, it tends to be easily chippable if you catch a sharp edge. There we go. Sharp there. You know, and if I was a big outfit, I'd just throw this in a tumbler somewhere and let it run for 24 hours and it'd be all nice and smooth. But, you know, hey, we're a hand operation here. Takes a little longer. Okay. Oops, that one edge. And nice that it's aluminum. Okay. Now we've got some ragged, sharp edges on all four of those. So I'm taking a much finer file and just catching those edges. And that way they don't, it doesn't get all chattery on me. Now the one other thing we've got, and I don't know if you can see it. Let's see if we can get a reflection. Well, there is a reflection there. Notice these lines here. It was when I put it in the pin and rotated it to grind this part off, we got a little bit of scratchiness there. So I just been taking a piece of sandpaper and kind of healing it a little bit. Huh? That's better. Okay, a little bit on top there. There we go. And one last move around the perimeter. A little bit more right there. Yep, that looks pretty good. I'm happy. Oops. We'll go on to the next one and we'll be back at some point in the future. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's the last one. All we have left to do now is put it back in the mill and drill a, what is it? What size hole? 5/16 hole right down dead center in the center of that, and we will. Okay, our next job here is to drill this bottom hole. As you can see in the drawing here, there's a hole, well, top hole, but we've got upside down. So we'll go ahead and do that, and he wants that drilled at 1/300. So now the problem was you can't get a good measurement in here because I had to measure between the holes. I had to measure the center line here and then come over from there 1 inch and something, and 300. I guess I could have done it from this direction, huh? Well, anyhow, I did it from the other direction. I put this in here like that and got it square, and then put my pin in there, measured up, measured over. So that came out okay. I'm in the same place where I should be. So, and this has to be a fairly accurate, I mean, you know, within a few thousandths. So I don't have to be super tight on this one, but reasonably. And what we're doing here is we're finding our center hole by running my tap follower down and just getting that thing to center right out. And boy, that looks pretty good. Maybe come back just a little bit. And over this way just a smidge. No. What I'm looking for is when this goes down into the hole, if this shaft, which is fairly loose in the housing, if it kicks over just a little bit, then I know that I'm not dead center on the hole. And I'm seeing it not move a bit right there. So I think we can be pretty happy with that. We're going to take a 5/16, drop it into that hole, and drill it. And there's our hole. And we'll come in later and deburr those, and then we'll be done. So, but first we have to do 32 of them. Okay, one final thing to do, and that is to countersink. We'll just do that with a little hand drill. Oops, we can't reach, can we? Okay, let's see if we can get this right out to the edge. Just barely. Yeah, that'll do it. Just enough to get that to countersink out. And we are set. I'm probably going to go back over this and polish out any little inconsistencies that I find. But at this point, I think we're pretty well set. And that was a kind of a short, pretty easy one to do. Of course, took me 3 days. But, you know, that's just working on an hour, a couple hours here, a couple hours there. Hey, and we do things like this on a regular basis. Check me out. And this is Nick Collier. Checking out.